So, hello everyone, Monday with my review of Carole and Tuesday, episode 6, yet another good episode. And right away I'm like, who is this new waifu character? Who is this amazing singer that is nice to Carole and Tuesday? But yes, otherwise a very sad episode, right? So yeah, let's talk about it. First music festival, right? And they do the kind of typical thing where if you are not a very known band, right? You're kind of you warm up, right? You kind of start and do like one song a little more, right? While the other, the famous artist in their case, then this like buffoonish, guy that's like in here or so on. Yeah. So they get to do that, right? And man, people didn't like them, right? People did not like them. And they threw stuff at them, and we see them crying, and yeah, it was a sad episode. I would say definitely the saddest episode of the anime. I think so by far. I mean, yeah. What more can you say, right? I feel that it's a sad episode. But how I say it? When they see Best Girl though, when the new singer, when they see her comforting them, like, I like you girls and I've been where you were and so on, they're like, yay, she likes us. It's happy right away though. So the sadness kind of just incredibly quickly went away though from Carole and Tuesday. But Tuesday was crying first. Then the next minute she's like, hey, she liked me. Oh my god, are you famous? So yeah, at least the kind of word, and her show was really good, right? Yeah, like she had these amazing looks. Love her how she looks at that. I commented a lot on her ears that are pointing sometimes in the shots, some that aren't, but whatever, right? I would say by far the most attractive female character in Carole and Tuesday, and that takes me to another thing I want to talk about here in the review, and that is she gonna help them, right? It's the ordinary enemies. I think this episode here is interesting because not only set up their first really, I would say like, failure. I mean, the music video was a failure too, I guess, but it didn't affect them. This, of course, really, in a sad way, yeah. But this episode also sets up a lot of other characters, right? There's a lot of other characters. It's clearly her, right? I would call my waifu. Yeah, here's my waifu. Yeah, like we have her. We have the other guy Sticks, right? We have, of course, the guy that interrupts them. What's his name? And what's his name? Oh, whatever his name. Oh, whatever. He's a douchebag. I forgot his name. Whatever. These characters, right, are set up there to, I imagine, being either they're helping them or being other rivals, right? Or generally, yeah, because before we only had Angela and they were traveling to different paths, right? They're going the natural, homemade, like, soul music, and she's going, I mean, soul as in soul, Tamadashi, yeah. And she was going the other way, which is like very, very, data-driven, machine, right? You have to sing these words in this way, in this tempo, right? Yeah. They were going like that, right? And they're obviously going to be enemies. Maybe not necessarily actually being enemies between the girls by themselves, but the companies, right, are obviously going to like make them fight, to put some drama or try to steal, whatever. Right? That's clearly going to happen eventually in the storyline. If it doesn't happen, it would be very confusing because they're clearly going to like the reverse of the past. That's very, very clear. But then in this episode, introducing a huge amount of other characters, right? There's like 4 or 5 other bands here on the character on the side, and their supportive characters, and yeah, so this could go other way, I feel. I mean, her liking them, I hope that she might be, winging them up, right? Maybe she take them off some collaboration, maybe she will do a song with them, right? I can see that happening. There could be a way they kind of advance, right? On the same time, the guy they were, warming up for, interrupted their stuff, he could be, yet another enemy for them, right? We have the DJ kind of, yeah, he's kind of, but the DJ, honestly, I feel that the other gun is kind of like, he's kind of angry at them for obvious reasons. Yeah, but he's still with Rhodey, and yeah, Rhodey was trying to hide them from him as well, but I don't feel like he's actually so hated for them. I feel he's more like, well, they ruined my stuff, so I can't be nice to them, but he also doesn't really, yeah. I feel he's kind of like a neutral character, honestly. I feel he's like a little bit less. He can go either way, I feel, depending on the situation and so on. But whatever. So we have him, right? We have the other guy sticks to and his car, and so on, right? So a lot of different characters, and then their cast and the producers and so on. So yeah, it's you can definitely set up even more of that, which I think is interesting because again, right? Before we just had Angela, and she was kind of like, okay, she's the rival, right? But now we had all these other famous artists too here entering, and it could be many ways this could go, right? Otherwise, I feel the episode kind of. I feel that they're going pretty quickly here in this sex rate. Yeah. I mean, yes, everyone hated them. Not everyone, but some people hated them. But at the same time, I'm like, man, they already have doing their first festival. They already had like this big stage, and yes, everyone they hate true stuff like that. But still, though, they're still out there at least. So I think this could still pay them off, right? Because they have some, I would say, success rate, right? I mean, even if some people dislike them at this festival, I'm sure that some people like them. I'm sure that someone liked them, right? And Tuesday, I guess, it's as bad with alcohol. Yeah, I had that scene too. Yeah, that scene too, right? Yeah, like she's not that good with alcohol. But otherwise, I think it was a good episode. Probably the episode that kind of gave them the most fame, I would say. Yeah, but I would say this thing though, which I feel is a little bit here. My biggest critique here, which I mentioned a bit, but I'll talk about it. And that is that it does still feel like a big jump, honestly. I'm not saying it's like the worst thing ever, but I do feel like they went from doing last episode, the first performance, right? That was just 10 people there, you know, and it's like a little bar, and yes, Gus got a phone call from me. So I know Gus has contacts, of course. You see here, Uriah producer in Gus's contact, I know. But still though, they went from that, like the performance thing, the body was here and so on, and then it went from this to like a massive festival, carnival thing, right? At Marsh, music festival at Marsh, because what I mean, massive out in the desert there, and it's like tons of people there. So they really went from like 10 people to like a freaking 10,000 people. Right? Yeah, they really jumped massively there. So in one way, I would say though that I almost was sad, but I liked that people didn't like them. I think that actually, in one way, it felt too easy for them, right? That they just jumped into that massive like success in that sense, having so many people listen to them. But at the same time, the people didn't like them very much, right? Or at least didn't want to listen to them because they're like, no, we're here for this guy, yeah. So in that sense, I actually think it's pretty good. If people just would have liked them there, if they would have jumped from 10 people into 10,000 people in one day, and it would have been like, oh, we are a massive success already, yeah. So I think that would have made the journey kind of weird. So now they kind of took a shortcut, right? And people didn't like that. So it feels kind of fair. To be honest, but if it's kind of fair, right? People actually didn't like them that much. Or like, who are you guys? You can't be on this big stage. So yeah, people get on bad rep, right? For jumping into that, like you shielding something, yeah, like you shielded up, yeah, something like that, right? And I think that's actually pretty fair. Like, how did they get here so quickly? So I think that was really good, actually. I'm thinking about it. Like, they actually, I mean, yeah, it's sad because we love them. I mean, of course we love Carole and Tuesday, but at the same time, if they just were super accepted, would that be a good storytelling? I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be a good storytelling if people just accepted them right away, right? From being nobodies to suddenly being on the beach stage. And everyone's like, yeah, they're the best. Yeah, that wouldn't feel natural. And so I actually really like that they didn't get too much, I guess, advancement or something to the careers. Something like that. Anyways, I have to go to the news store, have to go to the meeting now. Have a good day, subscribe, press the like button, right? And so on, Twitter, Twitch, Discord. I'm gonna come up when I get home again. I'm gonna do Sarah Sunrise. So hope to see you guys in that review and reaction.